Frank Brennan in Waterford. Brother Frank is with the Brothers of Charity there in Waterford. He's tuning in and listening to us and enjoying us very much as well. So thanks for that. And Kev as well in Cork. He gives us a regular update of weather down in Cork and everything else that's going on. So it's a bit icy on the roads earlier on actually. It's probably clear, well they certainly here it's raining, so I'll be safe enough I'm sure in Dublin. I'm not sure what further. So I saw snow scattered around the country too earlier on. So just giving him a chance to catch his breath there, having beat his way through the cold weather outside. So welcome, Eamon.
Thank you very much, Father.
Good. This is our Thursday morning slot where we try to do a little bit on the pro-life front, and as regular listeners will know, you're involved in the Good Counsel Network, or the counselling for mothers and their unborn, assisting them really in the crisis they might be facing in relation to life and that. So you're always busy, I know. There's activity going on.
I'm glad to see the Divine Mercy image there in front of me, and reminding me of the promise: whoever venerates this image will have victory over their enemies, and will not perish. So I think that's a good one for everybody to remember.
Yes, when it comes to the life issues, and we've seen it in so many shapes and forms and sizes. There is opposition. The devil especially. We only have to go back actually to Guadalupe and see back in when Our Lady appeared in Guadalupe. Of course, she's the patroness of the unborn, and the black sash she wears, symbolic of the fact that she is with child. But the human sacrifice that was going on at that time was something frightening if you read the history. And our own day, sadly, we look back to the Holocaust, for instance, in the Second World War, very sad moment in our history too, the destruction of innocent life. And so it's in our day as well. And if there's opposition, it's no little surprise in one way. The father of lies wants to confuse and obfuscate and divide people, and to destroy life. He hates us so much.
Well, we're sin abounds, grace abounds the more.
Amen. Amen to that.
Seeing that, since I was in with you last, I don't know if I said this. I couldn't have said it at the time because it's only since I was in. But we've had women and contacts from Ontario to Okinawa in Japan,
to Canada. Wow.
From New South Wales to New Mexico.
Really?
We've had people on the ground contacting people who contacted us. For example, a lady in Virginia.
Yes.
And we have a network, it's 5,000 throughout the world, and we just put them in contact. It's incredible. I never would have imagined the reach. And I'd like to be able to say I'm grateful to all the people who are not of our wavelength and who are attacking the work. Thank you very much, because it's thanks to you that we were able to reach those women throughout the globe.
That's interesting, isn't
and
it?
It's funny, our Lord said the children of darkness are more astute. Well, they're certainly probably a bit better on the internet anyway.
Yeah, that's more savvy.
Because it's thanks to them that we're getting number 4 ranking on the Google search.
Really?
So, everything works for the good.
That's because of the opposition, really.
Even today, I was looking at an article in the New York Times, and you've heard the expression fake stream media. Well, if you go on to New York Times, Abortion Ireland, totally fake, but yet in spite of that, we're getting more and more calls because they've promoted our website. Right. So if you go to New York Times, click on website, and you'll be helping to save lives.
Wow, isn't that extraordinary? It's extraordinary.
It'll make you laugh all the way to the bank.
It's kind of a twisted. In other words, that the Lord brings good out of disaster.
It gives me great joy, and I want to share that joy with people who are disheartened. I've heard doctors around the country who are thinking of giving up, retiring. Yes. The best doctors in the country. People who are pro-life saying, what can we do now? But I tell you, there's so much to do. We can save, and I said it in the article, though they lied and they misquoted. They take it out of context, the usual fake stream. But I said it, we can save more lives than ever because we can reach those women before they go. And the majority will keep their babies. So please get involved. We need volunteers.
Yes.
We have ultrasound training on the 9th of February in Kilkenny. So that's for anyone from the Cork, Kilkenny, Wexford, Tipperary, Laois area. And come in, lay or medic. We'll give you introduction to the ultrasound.
Wow.
The mother will see the baby, she'll hear the heartbeat. Very hard to resist the baby's heartbeat.
Yeah.
So
Extraordinary.
get involved.
Yes. Well, listen, I was hold on to that thought and that message and convey it a bit more, because we're praying every day for the life question all the time. And that's the fruit of all our wonderful listeners' prayers and sacrifices too. That yes, the devil is raging mad. He is foaming at the teeth. He hates all of that wonderful good work. And if so, obviously stirring up and fomenting, and it seems nasty and horrible at the time. But if this is the outcome of it,
you can just smile your way through it.
It's bringing people to you that would never otherwise have come near you.
The only thing I just say, don't listen to the calumny. The problem with calumny is you can't defend yourself. People can throw anything at you. The principle being, if you dump enough manure on somebody, you'll cover them with it. So don't be afraid. Trust in the divine mercy. We will have victory. The devil is blustering because his time is short.
Yes. I think he's making himself more evident as time goes on, more and more. It's phenomenal.
Can I give my mobile number if anybody wants to do the training?
Sure.
So for ultrasound training or to get involved, we need to write to every doctor in the country. That's a lot of stamp licking and envelope closing. Yes, so please get involved. I'm up to my ears just trying to deal with clients and bookings. So please, 087 7777 081.
Okay, maybe say that a bit more slowly.
So it's an 087 number, 7777 081.
Good. And we've lots of new listeners coming on with us all the time. Just give a little overview of the work you're involved in and the group and so on, just to help anybody who's new to this.
So just to correct an error in the New York Times article, we didn't just suddenly set up after the My Options came up. We've been going for 24 years. And we have centres in Dublin, Cork, we have people counselling in Donegal, Limerick and around the country. So we'll give you full training. We have a lovely training manual that my wife wrote, and it's very good. She's much more cross the T's and dots the I's than I do. I'd be inclined to put you in at the deep end, but we have a training manual. You get full training, and you depend on Our Lady. So we've been counselling women throughout Ireland. We've spread the work to London, Vienna, Madrid, Brussels, and thousands of babies have been saved and will continue to be saved, thanks be to Our Lady and the true devotion to Mary.
Amen. Yes, the Good Counsel Network. Is that right? Yes.
Also known as the Women's Counselling Network. And I won't tell you what other people call it.
Okay, no, don't. You're stick of the head.
You probably, I guess there's going to be a bit of this calumny published. So just ignore it. It's just pure lies, whatever is going out. Sure. And I'm not even up to date on it myself.
What's the point? What's the point? Yeah. The internet is like that. It's like flies to or wasps to a honey or whatever. It seems to draw this venom and vitriol and just completely disproportionate anger. And what's at work there? Interesting. It's worth analysing even that. The kind of common streams that go on, and just the viciousness of it all is actually hurt. That people are suffering themselves, of fallen nature. Maybe they're victims of any kind of, negativity in their upbringing, or they're victims of, and this is a way of lashing back, and so they're needed. It's a cry for help, really, to unmask it a little bit.
I think also women do need to be protected, and a lot of the suffering. And part of the irrationality is just that when people lose use of reason, they just will believe anything. But the women that have been hurt and will be hurt can be protected under the law. So I went to the Garda station in Drogheda to report an unlawful killing in Our Lady of Lourdes because of the what's been going on since the 7th of January, and to vindicate and protect those women, because those women have not been told that, and this is a quote from the London Times, May the 17th, 2001, Dr. Thomas Stutterford, who was RCOG, gynecologist, and he looked at the statistics and he saw that women who had an abortion on their first pregnancy turned up in a group 4 times more breast cancer. Now, if a woman, and they haven't been told this, I guarantee it, from the beginning of January, if they're not told, and any woman, any reasonable woman would want to know that, and to deny that to a woman is a crime under Section 21 of the Act. So I reported to the guards, who refused to take the statement. I went home, I got an email from the London Times saying, I believe you tried to make a report to the guards in Drogheda. I said, how could you possibly know that? And I was only talking to the guards. And I'd hardly got home when the London Times were on to me. So, Big Brother is listening. Whatever, I reported to the Commissioner of the Gardaí. He was shocked at the leak. And he was also saying he is going to investigate the criminal matter of the unlawful killing. So with that, just to let doctors know who don't get involved in abortion, they will not end up with 14 years imprisonment. However, those who do get involved in abortion, the penalty is 14 years imprisonment if you don't tell women all the facts. So this is, women can be saved and protected. And as St. John Paul II said, it is the duty of every man to defend every woman.
That's a lovely line to finish on, because it's one of my strong points too. I wanted to bring you in on the conversation, Bill, sorry about that, but the clock has gone against us. Thanks so much, Eamon, for coming to us, and a powerful message really for us today. We'll play this back again and we'll chat about it in the course of our own conversations here too. So thanks a million for coming and sharing with us. That number one last time,
087 777 081.
Very good, the Women's Counselling Network there. Thanks so much. God bless you. We'll keep that in prayer all the time. Amen.
And the rosary is the weapon.
Amen to that too. I better go. It's time for our morning mass this morning at 10 o'clock from the studio here. I'll hand you over to Aidan from me, Father Eamon from Bill, and Eamon Murphy as well. Thanks to Fiona at the mixing desk. We'll be back with you very shortly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Well done, Eamon. Fair play to you.